As we look to support the reproductive system this month in our wellness program, we will turn to a specialized product called PowerGize for a number of reasons. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Minke. This is Minke Wellness. And there's a lot of things that the reproductive system might need, and there's across cultures we have utilized herbs to help support the reproductive system, to help increase fertility, and there's some definite things that we want to look at, and one of them is zinc. Okay, and so there's certain minerals like zinc, for example, that are very, very important in both the female and male reproductive system, and then there are herbs that have been used for eons for supporting fertility. One of the things about herbs is there's not like a male herb and a female herb. There are herbs that tend to support the male system, or maybe more have culturally or popularly now been studied for use for like the male system. Let's say prostate, if you might have heard of saw palmetto berry for supporting prostate. Well, that's just because that's where the research went. That's not how herbally, if you look in the a little bit older literature, not in the last 10, 15 years, but older than that, and in the herbal lore, both genders use saw palmetto berry. There's not like, oh, that's an herb for men and women shouldn't use it. And the same thing for like essential oils. You run into this is clary sage, and you go, oh well, that's an oil for women. No, okay. There's not a male and female herb. Now, again, there are properties associated with herbs that would be more supportive or would make more sense for one gender or another, but it's not like some kind of all of a sudden because I smell some clary sage that I'm going to have issues with male fertility. No, it doesn't work that way. If I have a need, if my body needs some adjustment, then it can utilize various herbal components and help tweak and make that. It's called an adaptogen. That on the flip side of that, if I have a strong, healthy immune system, a strong, healthy male immune system or reproductive system, strong, healthy female reproductive system, then one herb that might have a little bit of tendency toward male is not going to throw off or imbalance the female system, and an herb that has a little bit of a tendency more toward female is not going to throw off a male system. Okay, so in that regard, we look at this a product called PowerGize, and most people who are familiar with testosterone booster type herbs would look at this and say, well, this seems to be a lineup of herbs that are designed for testosterone boosting. But when I look in the literature, there's a lot of references for both sides and on a number of different things, not just associated with the boosting the male reproductive system, but for all kinds of health benefits and for things that are for both genders. So we're going to take a balanced approach between the male and the female systems. And like I said, one of the things that we need more of is zinc, and I'm very pleased to see that this product has our 5 milligrams of zinc, or a third of our daily allowances. It has some more magnesium, not significant, but then some I can't even see that. There's B12, I think. It's B6. Some B6 in here. And so those are all good, help to give B6 a little bit extra energy, that type of thing. But the profile for the herbs is very intriguing. It does have ashwagandha, which has long been studied for both in both genders. People have used it for extra boost and extra energy. There's also fenugreek, which is typically used for women for nursing. So it's like, okay, there's a really nice balance in this product between male and female, and you can just go down the list. And when you get down to the essential oils, we have Idaho Blue Spruce. It's been great. I've heard it for both genders really quite good in different contexts. Goldenrod, it's more thought of as promoting, for helping circulation. And then we've got the cassia cinnamon, which is could be interpreted in a number of different ways. So again, we've got a product here that if if you're looking at it, you go, well, gee, those are male booster ones. I'm a female. I don't want to take that. I think you should give it a try. And I mean, if you already have tendencies toward too much testosterone type issues as a female, this may actually balance you out. If you have you know, like darker hair or things like that. But certainly give yourself permission anytime you're taking a supplement, try, you know, and you're taking a new, and for the first time, you know, try one instead of the recommended two. Try one for a few days, and if you feel like it throws you off, then discontinue it. Don't take it. But this is something that I think is going to be good, very supportive of both gender reproductive systems, both male and female reproductive systems. And so as we go through this particular month, we're going to be taking these two a day of these PowerGize. So we've got our mineral essence, we've got our PowerGize. We're also going to talk about the sclerescence we're going to take internally. And again, you might look at that and go, wait a minute, sclerescence I thought was you know, for women. Again, it's not. There's not going to be a men and women's thing, okay? And I think that anyway, between the sclerescence and the PowerGize, I think we'll get a good balance. Okay, so this is just the short video today on the PowerGize and our plan for that. And so here we go. As we're going to do a lot more breathing, like I said, in the reproductive system. And as I mentioned yesterday, when we're talking about the mineral essence, as we get into the reproductive system, we can run into some challenges, whether we think that we've got challenges or not, whether you actually have known abuse things in your history. Many of us do. If you have, you know, but if you don't have any of that, then there's probably still some issues associated with the way the culture has assaulted reproduction and fertility. And so, you know, and our attitude about sex and the way it's portrayed. So we got probably some things that we need to work on. And so I'm going to encourage to get your release oil, you know, the one we've been kind of that's been floating along for every month that we had when we started. The release oil is going to be something important for as we go through this to kind of encourage. And we're going to add 2 more oils, the Sara and the Valor, and we're going to use that as a powerful trifecta here to support an emotional emotional boost as we go along with getting a more wellness approach to our reproduction. Okay, so one day at a time, we do our wellness program, and hang in there. I know it's been a journey. If you're coming in brand new to this, I do encourage you to go back and look at some of the early videos on week 1. If you go to the YouTube channel Minke Wellness and you go to week 1, it kind of goes through the overall philosophy of the program, and the first month is a very, very good supplement program as a general starting point for everyone. Okay, that's the Sulfurzyme Super C, and then, you know, we've got I think we started with the release oil, but go dig out your release oil. We're gonna need it. All right, one day at a time. Happy wellness.